Except me, I did a ton of examination on it. And as per all the exploration, it was way more regrettable than that. No, there have been a ton of snags tossed in the manner you realize there's a ton of what might you call it ghost action. Or something I don't know, quite possibly of the most incredibly upsetting issue in our present reality is illegal exploitation. And especially the dealing of kids. I might want to work again. Yet that I'd never been a person who might offer his spirit to get you no cash and distinction. Wasn't it Mel Gibson's dumbfounding disclosures in a meeting about the clouded side of Hollywood have remerged web based following the arrival of the exhilarating film Sound of Opportunity. And he isn't holding back training in on the large young men of the business, the elites of Hollywood, saying that they are on a mission to get him. You are put on synopsis that is in conventional probation for a long time. Based on the accompanying conditions, you are to perform 16 hours of local area. Gibson, a devoted ally of the movie, has taken to virtual entertainment to urge everybody to encounter its effect anyway. Right after the film's delivery, a meeting, including the entertainer communicating his shock at the real essence of Hollywood, has caught the web's consideration. I think it is pushing ahead. I feel that light has certainly been displayed into the dim districts. And it's difficult, yet it's something fundamental for change. The new film has had a turbulent introduction, with moviegoers sharing their supposed encounters of being constrained from their seats in theaters, going through strange disturbances. Sound of Opportunity depends on Tim Ballard's courageous endeavors to battle kid sex dealing. Overall, you realize I had an entire bundle of odd neurotic doubts about what on God's green earth was going on in light of the fact that there was a ton of stuff I was unable to see. However, the meeting doesn't unequivocally connect with the subjects of Sound of Opportunity. Filmmaker and marginally hostile web recording host Elijah Schaffer made fascinating associations between the two in a grasping tweet he shared on Sunday. He shouts stunning prior to expounding on the joint video. Mel Gibson, Sound of Opportunity, is the genuine article cautioned about the wrongs of Hollywood. In 1998, anticipated how they turn on him suggests entertainers being genuine devils. He knows something extremely dull and needs to uncover it. The earnestness in his voice is cooling. Schaffer's utilization of sections after Gibson's name in the tweet recommends some degree of contribution in the movie. By the entertainer has basically advanced the film via web-based entertainment and isn't accepted to be straightforwardly taken part in its creation. The video being referred to is an altered extract from a 1998 episode of Hollywood Discussions, including an arresting conversation between English film chief Mike Figgis and Mel Gibson. While the first program endured 24 minutes, the enthralling 3 minutes and 10 seconds shared on Twitter have collected a stunning 2.7 million perspectives in the meeting. Gibson begins by describing his underlying peculiar jumpy doubts about Hollywood. When he previously showed up, he concedes thinking he was overall excessively dubious, just to find later that a significant number of his feelings of trepidation were completely legitimate. The acknowledgement of his most dreaded fears being valid is clear all over, leaving watchers entranced. Besides, Gibson talks sincerely about his demands of selling out in Hollywood, utilizing a realistic similitude, including a blade going into his back, a depiction that resounds with incalculable people in the business. The entertainer portrays a captivating experience with a VIP whose cool presence made him uncomfortable as the individual strolled through a group towards him. At first muddled, whom he alludes to. Gibson closes the story with an amazing disclosure. And I thought, good gracious, Chris Walken is the Antichrist. The Twitter video finishes up with Gibson examining the need of having cockroach strength to get by in the unforgiving universe of Hollywood. Back in June, Mel Gibson was moving via virtual entertainment because of bits of gossip about him making a momentous docuseries revealing the extravagant worldwide kid sex dealing business sector. Driving reports, Twitter page started far-reaching revenue by sharing what it professed to let the cat out of the bag: the star's contribution in a 4-section docuseries researching the 34 billion bucks kid sex dealing business sector, including nations like Ukraine. This tweet gathered more than 11 million perspectives and a huge number of preferences, remarks, and retweets. Another conspicuous figure, online entertainment powerhouse Matt Wallace, with 1 million Twitter devotees, repeated the opinion, expressing now is the right time to uncover reality. By and by, in spite of Tim Ballard, the pioneer behind enemy of sex dealing, noble cause activity, Underground Railroad, our already indicating Gibson's association in his docuseries A Delegate for the acclaimed entertainer immovably disproved all reports, excusing them as mistaken. Even as the cases became famous, online columnist Catherine Brodsky scrutinized the credibility of driving reports data, featuring the absence of a training for their alleged making it known. In an ensuing tweet, she strongly got down on the spread of bogus data, representing how such ridiculous reports can rapidly build up momentum via virtual entertainment without legitimate check. This man has had a vocation set apart, with fantastic ups and stunning downs during the mid-2000s. Mel Gibson remained as a true blue famous actor and auteur, standing firm on an unmistakable footing at the zenith of his calling. His status was hardened by a great blend of elements. He not just oozed a dazzling appeal, procuring acknowledgement as Individual's magazine's hottest man alive in 1985. Yet he likewise used extensive impact inside media outlets, being named Forbes' most remarkable VIP in 2004. The ability and devotion were additionally recognized with various honors, helps the 1995 legendary Braveheart, in which he featured and coordinated, brought him phenomenal achievement, winning 2 renowned foundation grants for Best Picture and Best Chief. Besides, his ability in the cinematic world was unquestionable, with 10 of his movies, somewhere in the range of 1989 and 2002, netting in excess of 100 million bucks locally. In 2004, his executive work on The Energy of the Christ outperformed all assumptions, rounding up a dumbfounding 600 million bucks overall against a humble financial plan of 30 million bucks in that period. There was no tantamount figure in the flow-present celebrity age. Unmatched Gibson's degree of distinction and impact, one could imagine a situation wherein the present heartbreaker Chris Hemsworth took up coordinating and made comparative progress, or maybe Christopher Nolan participating in a flourishing activity star vocation, or even George Clooney showing more steady film industry ability. That is the way huge Mel Gibson's effect was in the diversion scene anyway. In 2000.